Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to Chef Life. This is episode 17. As with the last episode, today is going to be a one and done just due to my time frame that I'm working within. Of course, I mentioned this previously, but on vacation as we speak and trying to squeeze in some content while I am gone for you so that I don't just disappear. But it is going to be less than what is normal, and in this case, it means one day of coverage instead of the normal two. For that one day, we are switching from the Capri's, which has finally leveled up. Our first bistro recipe is complete. Our second bistro recipe that we're going to be running for a long while now is the onion soup. And then our two recipes on the menu for today is the newly learned pasta and pesto, which was a couple days back, so I've already forgotten more or less what it is I need to do with that one. And plus, the onion soup was a long time ago as well, so those are going to take a bit to sort out. In the meantime, the Soleil is going to be a temporary because you have to have three, and that's the only. Everything else ready is upgraded. Soleil is a rather easy one to put together and prepare and do on the spot day of without issues. So we'll put that on the menu. In the meantime, though, the recipe we need to learn today is the beef tartare. That way we can get Adele to finish her next mission. So that's going to be our objective this time out. Let's go ahead and get into that next day, switch up the menu, and start learning the beef tartare as fast as possible because we've got two complicated, easy, I don't know, recipes to get through. I think the good news about cutting it down to one day instead of two for the episode means you're going to get a lot more behind the scenes, the stuff that's normally sped up and bypassed or even edited out entirely. You're going to see more of that in an episode such as this because the time frame's the same. I'm still going to ultimately try to get out there, and there's our onion soup. Okay, and then we'll switch this. We need to get ingredients ordered right away. That's one of those key things. The faster the ingredients get here, the faster we can get to prepping. And I do believe I showed this a couple episodes back, but we're on excellent market quality ingredients across the board now. And I found a good balance in buying some cheap ingredients, but then you counter it with some neutral ingredients that right now our responsibility would be -40, but we've already got the bulk of what we needed. And now you buy local for just enough to outweigh the. Ooh, see, now that doesn't quite outweigh. There's a different set of recipes here. So we need to make sure that we are getting at least one from here and take off one from there. Okay, responsibility score of 0. That'll do it. So keeping it more or less balanced, usually I have a +5 or a +10 daily just in case, but today we'll go with this. 184 is the cost for that.
I'll have your order soon.
Now, while waiting for that, I'm going to run over here and pick up the recipe we need to work on, which is that beef tartare, so we can see what it is we need to do regarding that. As much as I want Adele's help with it, I'll wait until it's on the menu on the next day to really bother with that. We need to just get it made. The last time I tried to switch it up, it didn't work. This would be a perfect time to go grab your spices, but it makes you stock the fridges before you could grab your spices for the day, which is rather silly in my opinion. You end up waiting through this period. This is a good period to, enter design mode and do something along those lines if you choose. I suppose we could take a second and look at the catalog, but we were actually, you know what, there was something, and we now finally have enough cash for it that I was wanting to do, and that was adding a third warmer. There's times where that third warmer could certainly
chef,
come in handy. Here. And there is our delivery. Before we go grab that, we'll enter design mode. And where do I want to put that warmer? Because I like having two counter spaces here. I really do. I don't need that counter space. So why don't we You know what? That's fine. We're gonna move this mixing station down. Put the third warmer there. There's still a second counter space right there that I almost never use. All right, so that's gonna take care of that. We'll get out of design mode, and that only really took, a matter of seconds. Get in, grab our ingredients. And then we'll grab those two. And then let's get on with grabbing what we need. Was there anything we need double of? No, it's all single items. Only in the recent recipes have we kind of started to hit that stage where you occasionally get a recipe that calls for 2 of an item. And as much as I'll probably need that later, getting it cleaned up and out of the way as I go along makes so much more sense to me than leaving something out and having it be in the way later on. And look how far into the morning we already are. What the heck? Okay, let's get over here and make some ground beef. These days, always taking a second to see, and if you look where my RB is, what's pinned, that's what we need. I would have made the wrong one, and I used to not check that, and then occasionally run into issues with that. Ready by now, I'm sure. Okay, and I did see that there is something here. Do we have everything we need? Excellent. Oh, seasoning, tomato condiment, and mustard. That's what these are. Fries are done. Wow, that happens really fast. It just made the tick to that. Back into the seasoning. What do we need? A lot of tomato condiment and still missing mustard. Oh, and then plating. Really? That's it? And that could be stored in the refrigerator? Oh man, that's gonna be an easy one. The fries probably cannot. No. So, just gotta make the fries, grab that out of the fridge, and then plate. I don't have anything that matches the basket. I like the basket. Therefore, I'm kind of stuck with this version of plating for now.
Chef.
Which means we are done. We are done. And they are in the kitchen. And Kasim, let's go ahead and get you on task with, the onion soup. Okay. The bouillon, I remember, makes multiple, I believe. So we want to get that bouillon made. And then, I suppose the cheese toast.
No problem.
Yeah, they'll make 4 and 3 from there. So I think we're going to need more than 1 cheese toast, or maybe not. That one produces 4. Now that only created 1. So there may be a length to the number of times we have to execute, depending on how much these guys can help with. But as for the onion soup, this is already kind of well on the way of, oh look, there's 4. Alright, now that we're done with that recipe, let's switch things up and just get all 3 on the menu.
Today is going to be awesome.
Okay, so that cannot be prepped in the fridge. That has to be made on the spot, but it'll make 4 of them. How do you keep those warm? Do they need to be warm? Can't be. It still has to be prepped at night, apparently. So we'll have to keep that in the refrigerator. I think 1 is fine. You can make the other on the spot if you needed in a short enough period of time. That can be kept in the refrigerator. That could be kept on the warmer, which will make 3 from that. So we could turn that into 6 quite easily and then keep the other 2 in the fridge. Almost ready for the onion soup just like that. Prepared pasta dough, but there's pasta. So we can make a number of pastas and maybe a couple sets of the blended pesto. I'm assuming
Right
this can
away.
all go
Sure thing.
in the fridge. Let's double check that that is the case. No, that has to go on the warmer. Oof. Okay, 3 of those on the warmer. Well, good thing we have those on the warmer. That can go in the refrigerator. Oh, you could already have the prepared combination and put that in the fridge. So that's what we'll do here. We'll take that all the way, and then that's ready. Oh my goodness, this is going to be an easy day, isn't it? So we'll make 6 of those. Just add the pasta to the first
Fantastic
step.
menu today.
Oh, just waiting on him to make that. Let's take a look at the Soleil. Now I remember that the green beans, we could make 4 of those and put those on a warmer. And then, yeah, this is gonna be an incredibly simple day. We are ready for one. You know what? Next one's not ready yet. And we can prepare a bunch of Soleils, have a half dozen of those ready to go. That last stir takes so much time. Stir that the first time. We still need to season this one, but we've got plenty of time to make that happen. Did it not say it can go? You can prepare this dish beforehand and keep it in the refrigerator. Does it have to still be in the pan? You put it in the pan in the refrigerator? Something's a little off on this one. Something's a little off. Looks like we can't fully prep it. Does it have to be cold to put it in? I have one cold now. Will it let me put it in? Fully prepped items. It's no longer hot. I don't know if putting it in... Yeah, well, okay. Things aren't as easy now. We just lost some of what it was we were trying to do. So I will make one more of these. No cookware available. We need to wash things. I'm wondering if I could just keep it on the warmer. If it's the warmer and not the refrigerator. I mean, it's supposed to be a hot dish, right? Either it needs to go in the saute pan, or it needs to go on the warmer instead of the refrigerator, and it's a typo. Or it is supposed to be able to go in the fridge and just can't. But putting it on here now isn't going to do any good. It's going to disappear on us. Well, let's see if I should be able to put this on the warmer instead of just the pasta. It should be able to keep it there. Maybe, hopefully. But there we go. We're going to take the saucepan. Now it won't let us put the saucepan in there. And it won't let us put the saucepan up here. Oh, man. Okay, well, I suppose...
I can't wait to start the evening service. Our customers will be blown away.
I suppose we're going to have to do this the other way. Partially prepared. These are going to end up disappearing. And we'll just have to cook it at the time. Now, preparing them like this will be easy enough to do once we get started on the day. So we have, what, one pasta ready? Okay, let's turn that into 3.
Okay.
So 2 more. We'll also have 6 pesto ready to go. Those can store in the fridge. More complex than what the recipe book suggests, but still not complicated. It's still not a big deal, but did just cost me a lot of prep time, so let's hope we can still get prepared properly. Moving on to the next ones. So I think that soup could be made, right? And then stored. Okay, I think the restaurant should be sufficiently clean. Go ahead and prepare some extras. We did not get green beans prepared, so that still needs to be thrown in when we get a chance here. Seems pace is a little bit slow. Oh, we need to grab the flour as well. Okay, 3 more pasta with pesto. Or just pesto, that is. I knew today was going to be off with a totally different set of recipes. Didn't expect it to be because of some sort of error, some sort of, technically it's not a bug, but a mistake in what's written up within the game. Either it is a bug that I couldn't put it in the fridge, or more realistically, it's not supposed to go in the fridge. And so that note didn't belong with that recipe. I believe that's the most likely thing, but we ended up wasting half of our afternoon prep messing around with something that, if it was in the notes to begin with, would have been done significantly faster, and as a result I would have at least had the Soleil prepared. We're not in bad shape on where we need to be for the night. The onion soup in particular, we're finding is going to be easy, but I could have had 6 of them prepped instead of 3, and I could have had the Soleil ready, which I haven't prepared. But that is done. We can take that pot, put that on the warmer, and there we go. We are ready to go. Just no Soleil prep whatsoever. We have no green beans right now. I also have no pots available to make green beans ready, so we're gonna have to get a pasta made real quick and wash the pot so that the green beans can get ready, so that we can get Soleil prepped. So it's going to be a little chaotic in the first minutes trying to get what we need, because we also need to get the garlic bread prepped, so or cooked. A lot to do in the opening minutes, but once we get through that phase, we should have an easy day on our hands. So I can't start them on the green beans, but we can get them going on other phases here, like making
Leave it to me.
that.
No problem.
Nothing for Adele at the moment. Like I said, I need to get some things done. Let's take this, stick it in there, and T3, I remember. Okay, and then we need to... Okay, that's it for that one. And then we're going to need to prepare saute pan, so we'll do a couple of these right now because they can go on the warmer. We need to get this stirred before it's too late. We need to add 1 more salt. We need to get over to the other one. Stir it again before it's too late. There we go. I need to pay attention to the garlic bread. How's it looking? Not quite done yet. Okay.
I'm available if you need me, chef.
Okay, there's 2. Put one of those up. We'll take the other one. And it's ready to go. We'll go ahead and get it out and then take care of the other one. I know, not serving at the same time. I get it. Not realistic, but if the game's not going to punish me... Oh, I ended up taking it. Well, there you go. There you have it. We want to get this. Oh, oh, oh. Hello, hello. Almost. Close call. Okay, off. Take all of those. The soup. We need to serve this right now. It's gonna...
I'm raring to go, chef.
It's already
Get me
starting to
working
get cold.
on something.
Alright, that's one table done. Now, how are we looking on the other things? I know I need to make more of these, and I think I only have 1 now, right? So we need to wash another of these and get another pasta made, as I only have 1 pasta left. So orders, seam. Let's go ahead and prepare another pasta. The Soleil. We'll give it a second, see what these guys are ordering to decide what to do next. Because I have at least 1 more pasta ready, so we don't need to rush. And it's, there you go. That's why I was checking. I needed the pan to wash, to use. Get this guy made. Oh, it's only a single table too. This is all they got? So far so good on the evening. Not as easy as predicted, but like I said, the beginning was going to be the quite close. And oh no, that was the single customer from a little bit ago. She's still eating. We'll wait for the order to see what to do. The burners are free now, so
we have a new table.
Out of my way, check it off. That tells me what I need to do with those 2 burners, which is make
I don't know what to work on.
Those will both get done quickly enough. No stress there. Let's figure out. We are down to... That's 6 customers. We got 4 more to go for the day, which means we could still easily have a couple more in this department. It's that stovetop. Limited. And we're stuck with this Soleil, so prepping 2 dishes on the spot is definitely more challenging. Obviously, we'll serve these 2 together and get them out. We almost got them out on the early state, but we'll still get a tip. Ever since that update, when it reverted back, I don't like this plating. There's nothing wrong with this plating. I just don't like white as a color, even if it's not a color. It's all color, right? Alright, table of 4. That's all 4 customers, and here comes their order. Or no?
I need a challenge.
Yes, he's putting the order down. He is putting the order down. So we'll see everything we need. Okay, 2 onion soups. That we have, right? Yes, we have 2 onion soups, 1 Soleil, and okay, so we need to that guy needs to go first. He's already starting to get a little bit cold. I'm tired of that glitching. There we go. And finally, 1 Soleil. And this will conclude the service. And a good one. No mistakes, no problems. Easy enough night. Prepared just enough. Things weren't perfect on that part, but just clean up left to do. Not the greatest scores. Couple on the later side, just barely. I went into that second phase. Still a good day in terms of payment. About 180 in the profit department. And that recipe is ready for Adele. That's going to be the big thing. Tomorrow we'll get that in place of the Soleil and have that on the menu, and then we will be able to continue on as normal from there. But the new recipes that I'll be adding in, we'll be trying to level up Kasim as well, get him to that next level, and see where that takes us. Really hoping that getting one of these two into their next event will trigger that third member of the kitchen. I'd really like to get that third member of the kitchen in here, especially when you can assign them to wash dishes. It's a useful thing to do. But I package up all the food, I get it out of the way. I still don't know for sure if there is any correlation between your cleanup at the end of the day and how the hygiene looks the following day. I don't know if there's a connection with that or not. I really don't. But I don't take my chances. I do my cleanup at the end of the day anyway, regardless. So everything gets packaged, everything gets washed and put away, and then I spend my time now where our timer is essentially stopped. Go to the office, check the catalog, check the computer, check the message board, and kind of see where we're doing on all those things. Check the recipes and the recipe book. I do all of that now before you get into the day and have that very limited time frame, especially if you're trying to learn a new recipe on an almost daily basis. When you're not, well, prep becomes super easy and you have more time to mess around, but when you are, it's complicated. That is going to do it for this episode, though. Decathlon Gamer. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there, and bye for now.